I have returned. You guys may want to know what I did in America. I will tell you all my adventures in each American countries. Chicago, South Dakota, Los Angeles, and San Francisco. I will begin with Chicago. When I came to Chicago, it's like a new world to me. Nearly being on the other side of the planet. What I did in Chicago is I visited the Field Museum, where lies the biggest T-Rex in the world, Sue. And I even took pictures of Sue, and I asked my mum to take a picture of me with Sue. It was like the first time I saw Sue in the bones. Oh, and also, I even see the movie Walking the T-Rex, the story of Sue. Now don't say it's just an outdated documentary. I'm just new to this, and I've always wanted to see it. Besides, it doesn't matter. You can still learn from everything, even from the old or the new. When I watched it, I saw that baby Sue has feathers. She even had feathers when she was a teenager. When she's growing to an adult, I noticed that there's a bit of feathers on her back. But when she's a full-grown adult, no feathers. And who's say only baby T-Rex is just a myth? Besides, we don't know if an adult T-Rex has feathers. And in the museum, there are some prehistoric animals that I never seen before, which I might seen them in books, but never seen them in documentaries like these guys. But in a lucky time, the museum also has a Jurassic World expedition. I took some footage of it, and I even got a good photo of myself in a Jurassic World background. The next day we visited the shared aquarium, where they had penguins, species of dolphins who live in the Pacific Ocean, and beluga whales. There's also a 4D cinema, and when I checked out with one of David Attenborough's documentary, it's almost like I'm in the documentary. Now on to the next country, South Dakota. In South Dakota, my mom and I were digging dinosaur bones with real paleontologists. If you think I'm making that up, you should know that there is a website that you can have paleontology experience. That's right. Have a look in that website and you will see, and one day you might want to have a taste of real paleontology experience. And that's right. I have tasted real paleontology experience. I thought I might dig a whole skeleton, but I've learned that after a prehistoric animal died,
the bones scattered around as it sank into the ground.
And I have learned 3 categories. 1! If you found any bones of the common dinosaur that has been found around the street, like Triceratops and Edmontosaurus, you may keep some pieces. If you found a Tyrannosaurus tooth or any Tyrannosaurus rex bones or any other bones, we will not keep it, but real paleontologists must have it. And the 3rd category is that if you found any bones that are not fully classified or may even be a new species, it must be given to the paleontologist for study. Now, these are the fossils that I have found, and there is one that I am not allowed to keep, which I give it to the paleontologist. Behold, I have found the tooth of Tyrannosaurus rex.
And another thing that I've learned, that when the bones are out of the ground and get exposed to the elements, the bones begin to break apart.
I even talked with a real paleontologist and talked about my theories with him. And he seems to like my theory. Like, what if only male T-Rex has feathers? Or what if Torosaurus is a twin species of Triceratops? Just an idea and a theory. And he even agrees with me that Nanotyrannus isn't a teenage T-Rex. And don't show me otherwise. For I, and a real paleontologist that I talked with, says, we can only know from few evidence. We cannot jump into conclusion. And here's my advice to you, everyone. Never jump into conclusion without further details, further information, or further proof. For leaping into conclusion will only bring to confusion without any absolute proof or evidence or information. Meanwhile, in South Dakota, I visited to a zoo of reptiles, the reptile garden, the mammoth site, and I even have my first taste of Chuck E. Cheese, and even met Chuck E. Cheese in person. Now, I have heard of scary stories about Chuck E. Cheese, but why make scary stories about Chuck E. Cheese? Are you making fun of him? He's a nice guy.
That's the father. There's the mother and the baby.
Oh, baby's trying to get on the tail. That is so
Oh, he got on the I was standing over here watching.
Now, on to the next country, Los Angeles. Before I went to the La Brea Tar Pits, I have gone to the Universal Studio. When I tried the simulator rides like the Simpsons ride, the new Transformer rides, it's almost like I was in the actual film. And I even met Homer, Optimus Prime, and SpongeBob.
And I told Homer that I'm going to steal his jars of pennies.
Why, you little...
I was just kidding!
You know, that wasn't very funny.
On the next day!
We have been to the tar pits, and when I got there, I can smell the horrid stank of the tar pits. And here's my photo from the tar pits. And there's also a small cinema that features the Titans of the Ice Age, which I've dreamt to see it, and I have finally seen it. And last but not least, in the final country, San Francisco. I did a bit of shopping in San Francisco, as well as visiting a museum, especially a museum that has the pterosaur exhibit. See this? That's right, I have been there. But before I've gone to that museum, I have done the whale watching. Here are the footage of the whales that I have took. But warning, you may notice that the footage may go jumpy because at that time the sea was a bit rough and I couldn't get a clear shot. So here are the humpbacks. Here is the whale, which at first I wasn't know what kind of whale it is. say it, and I saw the colors. And there I realized
It is a blue whale.
the largest animal in the world. But during my time in San Francisco, I was staying with my mum's old friends, which I haven't seen for a long time. And it was good to see some old friends of my mum. Good for my mum, that is. And it's a good thing that my trip in America was almost like a dream come true. And I even have the taste of Fruit Loops, Cocoa Pebbles, and Fruity Pebbles, and they were delicious. And I haven't seen a rattlesnake, which means I have survived. Now that I am back, I will continue with my work, and for now, it is the month of the plant dinosaurs. And of course, some of them may not be dinosaur. Let the year of the elemental dinosaurs continue. Goodbye.